Okay, hold on. Can you hear it?
Where I am now, better than before. Through those open doors, where I am now, where I am now. The host, Miss Yolanda, the lady Hinton, out there as the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the lady Hinton, where I am now. If you like to hear live on the if you like to hear live on WCCO Studio or WMBA Studio, all you have to do is click on the Everette Facebook page. It's live right here in the studio. I want to introduce to you Miss Yolanda, the lady Hinton. I want to introduce to some as Mr. Evans, the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. Miss Yolanda, the lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh, I tell you what, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We want to welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners, and WPCE 1400, WMVA 93.5, I believe, and all those. Mr. E, we need to pull him up because he's the one that usually makes our announcements, but we're glad to see you all. Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we'll shout you out later on in the show. So I tell you what, we need to pull Mr. E so we can hear. Mr. E, you're having a problem hearing us. Mr. E is on location. Mr. E is on vacation. Yes, he has taken off and let us just be in the studio doing what we do. He cannot hear a word that we're saying.
Good morning, Mr. E. Good morning, Pastor E. Come on up and talk on in.
Okay, Mr. E is still not hearing us for some reason. But anyway, we're going to continue to just welcome you all. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Hump Day. You know, we missed Mr. E's Hump Day. Hopefully he'll be connected with us to give us that Hump Day on this morning. But it is a beautiful day in the neighborhood here in the Hampton Roads area. We can expect some great weather. Today it's going to be like in the 70s, and we're getting closer and closer to the fall. But I tell you what, it is definitely beautiful. Where Mr. E is beautiful. Mr. E, are you there with us now? He still can't hear us. We're going to ask Mr. George to come in and assist us. But we are definitely in a wonderful time, getting closer and closer to the fall. Kids are back to school. I hope you all have prayed about your kids going back to school. And I hope you all have gotten everything they need. Now, everybody's not back to school in the Hampton Roads area. I believe Norfolk, Virginia Beach are there. Chesapeake, my grandson is going to be back in Chesapeake school system in September. So he has a little ways to go. But please pray for students, pray for teachers and counselors and administrators, bus drivers, all of them, because they really, really, really need to have your covering over them, because sometimes schools can be dangerous, and we don't want any danger to come to our schools, to our students. We want them there to learn, to be educated, and to have a good time at it. So, Mr. E, are you there?
I'm right here.
Right
here. Good morning. Good morning.
Well, good morning to you. Look, I already told folk that you have abandoned us, and now you and you're really enjoying yourself. Tell us a little bit about your vacation, if you can.
Well, I'm down here in
telling everything. Go ahead.
Down here in the place in Manchester, I'm coming to you live by the swimming pool. I'm right here by the pool side, coming to everybody live. I want to take it more to Michelle Robinson. Thank you, Robin. Thank you so much for tuning in to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. So I'm down here in the Wisconsin, and I'm by the pool side.
Prove it. Jump in that pool and let us see you swim. I don't know, Miss E. We don't see the pool. Prove it. But anyway, tell us more. Tell us more. All right, there you go. There you go. You all at a hearing may not be able to see it, but it is a beautiful poolside a mansion, I believe, and it's looking mighty good, Mr. E. Are you enjoying yourself?
I'm enjoying myself. Yes, I'm having a blast.
Very good.
Wonderful. I'm out here right now to put on my lotion and I put that all on my legs and I'm out here in the sun bringing FYI to our listening audience.
That is marvelous. I tell you what, this is some fun time for us on FYI, and you bringing it today. It looks really beautiful. What else have you been doing so far?
Well, I've been fishing. I went down to the pier and I've been fishing. Oh God, something I've got to tell you this. There's these sharks that's been caught down here.
Oh Lord, sharks.
A couple of sharks that I'll send pictures on Facebook. You can go to my name and see the sharks that's been caught, big and little sharks down here. I'm about 6 miles, I think. I'm about 6 miles away from the house down here in Wisconsin that was swimming in with the water poured into the ocean.
Wow.
About 6 miles from there. That is a beautiful, beautiful location. I mean, it's got a nice pier. They got surfers out there in the water. And
yes.
It's just a beautiful, beautiful place where you can come and relax and get away.
Very, very good. So, Mr. E, make sure you continue to enjoy yourself before you come back, before you get back into the rat race. That's what I call when I go on vacation, I come back to all business and all responsibilities. This is a good time for you to really chill out and enjoy yourself. Come back fresh, detox and all.
I'm talking off of you because you're professional.
I tell you what, I got another one next week. At Mr. E. I got to finish up the summer just right. But anyway, so Mr. E, this is our Wednesday segment. First of all, Mr. E, what day is it today? All right, it's hump day. Can you bring him up just a little bit so our listeners can hear us in the okay. So it's hump day, Mr. E. I definitely like that hump day. It's the middle of the week. You all should be up and popping. I tell you what, we're up and popping, Mr. E. I tell you what, we're bringing our Wednesday segment, What's Under the Hat? And today we're covering the DNC, the convention, Democratic convention, and encouraging voters to register. It's important that we, really push this. We don't have but so many more days before the election, and we definitely want to encourage people to get out there and register to vote. Those that are new to, the elections and politics, they could be 18 years old. They could be older than that, but have never gotten involved in politics. We're encouraging those out there, Mr. E, to get involved.
That's right. That's what you got to do. You got to get out there. It won't work. It will not work unless you get out there and do what you got to do. That's why we're pushing the voter registration. Now listen to me real carefully. You can go online right today and you can register online to vote. You can also do some early voting also. Make sure you got all your credentials that you need in order for you to vote.
Yes.
Make sure you got a valid identification. Make sure you got your driver's license.
If you convict felony, make sure you've been exonerated. Make sure you got everything clear so you can pull the level. And that's what it's going to take, Miss Hinton. It's going to take everybody, every body, and everybody to make America greater than what it already are. You know, because there's some things on the ballot that they're not aware of, and we're going to talk more about that. There are some things that folks need to understand, need to know about what's going on. And so when you know what's going on and you know which direction you could go. So we want you to get yourself together, and that's why we're pushing it today. We want you to get yourself together and go down and register to vote. For one, register to vote. If you got to go down to your public library, you can vote. There's an organization around town that has registration forms, so you can fill out the registration form. Or you can go down to your downtown Norfolk or Virginia Beach where you pay your taxes at, and you can pick up an application and you can vote. Or you can have somebody download your application so that you can write it out and send it in. You got time to do it. And don't forget, you can do some early voting. You can vote online and you can mail in your vote. This is what it takes, Ms. Hinton. It takes everybody to register to vote for one, and it takes everybody to go down to the poll.
Absolutely. We're going to be giving more and more information as we get closer and closer to the election. We're going to discuss some of the things that are on the ballot and a lot of issues that have come up. As a matter of fact, the Democratic Party is celebrating their convention. And I'm talking about a celebration. I mean, Mr. E, there are some wonderful things that are going on, and we wanted to highlight just a few of them. They started, this is going on the third day, the DNC convention. But let's start with day one, some of the highlights, some of the speakers, and some of the things that stood out for you.
Well, you know, in day one, what a wonderful time that they had. Oh God, they did a wonderful job in day one. In the Democratic Party, and day one they had President Joe Biden.
Yes.
What an awesome speech that President Joe Biden did. I mean, I got to give it to President Joe Biden. He was strong.
Yes.
And he looked wonderful when he was giving his speech. You know, President Joe Biden was out there telling the story. He was doing it like crazy. You had also at the you had Miss Bennett out there. You had President. What's his name? I forgot his name.
Well, I tell you what, President Biden, you know, he was the highlight, the keynote speaker. Right. You know, day one of the Democratic National Convention was filled with emotional speeches, tributes, and, you know, President Joe Biden, he was in the house. Like you said, he looked good.
Uh-huh.
And he, you know, he really, really spoke well. You know, he said he had given his best as he served the country. And so, go ahead, Ms. E.
And his wife was up there also. They gave a great speech also. You know, and also the Hillary Clinton was up there also.
Absolutely.
And she gave a great speech.
Yeah, I was really excited to see her. You know, she had gone through a lot. Of course, she had run for president along with former President Trump. And she did not win, but she did crack. She cracked the glass ceiling. And she was really excited to be able to, you know, get under Vice President Kamala Harris, because she wants to see someone crack, not just crack it, but break that glass ceiling. You know, also, you know, she had gone through a lot with running with former president, and all the things that was said against her and brought up about her and her husband. And, you know, she was just, to me, dogged. I'm going to put it just like that. She was dogged throughout that campaign. She had many enemies and people that really didn't want to see a woman president, in my opinion. And so, you know, to see her, you know, wherein she the crowd, I'll put it like that, the crowd took her enemy, her nemesis, and said, lock him up, because he had said that so many times into the public's ear, so many times he had really, really pulled her down, like he's trying to do with our Vice President Kamala Harris. But nevertheless, she feels as though she has gotten the victory in seeing someone else move to a place where she really desired. And I really believe she's happy for Vice President Kamala Harris.
That's right. I believe it also. I want to take the ground to Michelle Blanca. Thank you so much for tuning on in. Mr. Chris Hinton and Miss Silver Robin, thank you all so much for tuning in to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. Thank you all so very, very much.
Yeah, so I tell you what, day one was really, really, really exciting. Again, President Joe Biden was there. And even though it's bittersweet to him, he passed the torch over to Vice President Kamala Harris and says she is the person for the job.
That's right. That's right.
It was really wonderful to see it. Kamala Harris ended up with over 4,700 delegate counts. Woo!
That's right.
Wow. Go ahead.
We might well look at it, and because day two was off the chain also.
Absolutely.
Day two was off the chain. They had some great speakers.
Yes.
And two, what got me from day one, everybody is telling everybody to go for it.
Yes.
The ballot. Go and vote. You can do it in time for a change.
Yes.
And then on day two, they had Michelle Obama. They had President
Barack Obama.
They
had
his wife with him, Michelle Obama. They had, what's my boy name? I knew his name, but they had him on the ballot also, which gave a lot of great wisdom and great speeches.
They had a lot of great speakers. Day one, of course, they had young women, young men. They talked about women's reproductive rights and all kind of things, inspirational stories as well. Day two, again, we have the Obamas. Michelle Obama, we could have went home after that. She really dropped the mic. It was absolutely awesome.
But the first man did a wonderful job. Also.
The second man, yes, the vice president's husband.
The first man.
Second, he's the second.
The second man. He did a wonderful job yesterday. Also, when he began to talk about his bride, his wife, how wonderful she was. They did a wonderful job with his speech, and I was just proud of what went on. What went on yesterday.
Absolutely. Now, Bernie Sanders got a chance to speak, and I love when he speaks. He was very close to actually, getting to that place, his goal of being president. He made a great impact. He had a lot of followers and things like that. And he has endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris to run for president. But what made a difference in a sense to me, Mr. E, is that Bernie did not, challenge. He has not challenged. In the past, he was challenging folk even in his own party as he ran. He wanted to, like I said, he wanted to be president of the United States. So he challenged President Barack Obama when he was running, and he was on the ticket and everything. And this time he kind of is sitting back, kind of quiet, but he has endorsed her for president of the United States. I think there's first lady, your first lady. I think, Mr. I'm not sure. I think you got some relatives in the background that's just cheerleading us. Thank you all. Good morning to you all, the Everette family. Thank you so much for being there and joining us. So, Mr. E, yes, so we had Bernie Sanders. We had the second husband. We had Michelle Obama. She definitely came through. And then we had former President Barack Hussein Obama, and talking about inspiring us and continuing to talk about the change that we can have, and that, democracy is still worth fighting for. And, our fate is in our hand. It's just, it was a wonderful, inspirational, speech that really got us feel full of hope again. Hope and change was what he ran on, and I felt it again on last evening.
Miss Michelle Obama, she said some great key words. She said, "Don't get excited right now because you see crowds. You see the crowd coming out there." She said, "Get excited when you make it to the polls." He said, "Because you see all of this excitement, this good and glamour, this is not for us to get excited because folks are right there at the DNC and they're coming out, the crowds are coming out." He said, "Make the crowd come out the day at the polls, and make the crowd come out the day you register to vote. Make the crowd when you do your early voting.
Yes.
That's when you need to get excited." She said this, it made a whole lot of sense to me. We can get excited now because there was 4,700 people that was committed to our Kamala Harris. There was that many people that said that night that they were doing. But let's get excited when it comes down to 100,000, 200,000, 250,000 people, 300 million people making it to the polls to push that level. I would love to see the polls, because on the day of voting, November, I'll be going around to the polls to see how many people. I would love, hey, listen to me real good. Listen, I would love to see the lines wrapped around the building when it comes time to vote. And while we're talking about voting, we want to make sure that you know what's on the ballot, know what's going on there, know who to pull the lever for, and know what to do when you get down there. Don't let nobody put myself in your head to do it and tell you who to vote for and where to vote. Read the ballot for yourself. There's a lot of things that they want to check out as far as women's rights. What do you think about that, Ms. Hinton? Does a woman have a right for her body?
Well, I tell you what, she has rights all across the board. Her civil rights, reproductive rights, rights, to make decisions about her and her family. And so, that's a big thing, a big issue on the ballot. I tell you what, this is how I feel. Michelle Obama said, don't get comfortable. It's time to go to war. It's time to fight. And I tell you what, who's going to come out? Women are going to come out. Women are going to fight like I don't know what, because they want, to be able to have, and we're not just talking about abortions. We're talking about the right to have care for, medical care, prescription, medical procedures and things like that. So they're talking about more than just one issue. And so I feel like, fight for the right to do the things that you need to do in order to stay healthy, strong, along with your family. And so, this is a big thing. You're going to see that. You're going to see many people coming out. I wanted to mention the fact that Republican officials and all kind of Republicans are crossing over into, not that they're changing parties, but they're actually, going to vote for Kamala Harris. We saw that in day 2 of a string of Republican senators and Republican people that were running for Senate, that they are they're going to vote for her. They have endorsed her. And that's something to me that's a little new. Now, I'm not saying Republicans and Democrats have never, crossed the line or, to vote for one. But this is a different movement. This is a different thing. And I'm just really, really excited to see I really believe it's a more unified party because you are bringing in people from the other side. I believe that's what we need. I don't believe we need a whole lot of divisiveness and foolishness and all this stuff that's going on right before our very eyes. I really believe that this country should unite because this country is still healing from that pandemic, that trauma and some of the things that we've gone through as a country. It's time for healing. It's time for hope. I'm glad for those that are joining in and making it happen and giving us, telling us that we need to do the same. A lot of people are in despair. A lot of people feel hopeless. A lot of people have not recovered from the pandemic. A lot of people don't see the future as clear as it should be. But I'm telling you, these speakers on last night were giving us a clearer picture of what life can be and should be. And I really want to follow, like you say, follow the star, follow the light, follow God, and follow us to a place where our democracy is not compromised.
That's right. And one of the things I want to bring to our listening audience that we got to understand that there is the rich and then there's the poor.
Whoa.
But what Kamala Harris is letting us know about the middle class, the one who's carrying the heavy load. Middle class folks are carrying the load for America. When the rich can't do it and the poor can't do it, the middleman always has to pull the load. So listen, and all of you are middle class, all of you are making a certain amount of money, and all of you are doing your fair share. But listen, the only way you could get away with that, did you not know last night there was a protest out there where in Chicago, Illinois,
yes,
and they want to stop the wall. They said, what a great timing for them to get out there. There's a great crowd, there's a lot of people, and America is watching.
Absolutely.
So guess what? Listen, all you got to do is learn how to get yourself down to the polls. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, listen WPCE 95.3. Listen YouTube, listen to us real carefully on WNGA 88.9, WGPL 1350, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Listen to us carefully. That you have to learn about it, early registration, and listen to what they are saying so that you can make the right decision.
Absolutely. We're going to push it. We're going to push it all the way up to the election. Oh, look, and beyond. We're going to push midterms too, because people usually sit out. But a lot of people are excited. Again, we encourage those that have never voted or those that are of age to get out there and register now. Michelle Obama spoke about a lot of little tricks. She said it's not going to be just a easy road to the White House, in her opinion. She said there are going to be a lot of things that's going to try to interfere and deceive and make people, not sure of certain things. And we want to encourage you all right now, early, to get out there and register. Have your questions ready. Have, like Mr. E said, have your IDs, everything it takes to register to vote for your candidate. So, Mr. E, we got 2 minutes left.
And not only that, listen, so we got to make sure that people begin to really pay close attention. Michelle said something that when her and Barack was in the White House, they gave them position.
Mm-hmm.
They gave them HELL. Why? Because of their color. Listen. Don't let your color stand in the way of you pulling that level. That's what we should do. We should get lottie-dottie, grandma and them.
Absolutely.
We should even get those that are 18, 17 and a half can vote also. Get everybody, put on your tennis shoes and go on down there to the polls and pull the level so that instead of us going through all the hell and hunger that we're going through, let's make it work.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, thank you so much for joining us. Come over here for a little while on social media. We're going to continue this dialogue just for a few minutes. But it's been a blessing. You all enjoy the weather. Mr. E, you have a good time, and we'll talk to you in a few minutes. God bless you.
Thank you so
have a
much
wonderful day.
The most popular radio show in the whole wide world. If you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can email us at FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. Again, that's FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com, or you can call us at 757-714-7861, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful all day. Bye down. 2 up, 2 down. Yes.
All right, Miss D. You're welcome. You want to talk to her before you go?
So Miss,
You want to talk to her before you go? Hold on.
all right, Mr. E.
Ethan.
Are you staying on? Okay, he's gonna stay on. We're gonna hang up. All right, Mr. E, have you opened your mic yet?
He's gone.
Have you opened your mic?
Oh, y'all gonna stay on that.
Okay, have you opened your mic?
Go to show after this.
All right, Mr. E, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, hold up. All right, Mr. E, are you there?
I'm right here, Miss Hinton. Thank you so very, very much. Can you hear me?
Yeah, so
Lady Rose,
I can't hear you.
can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. Speak up a little bit more.
Tell him to turn the monitor down in the studio.
Okay, he said turn the monitor down. She did.
Okay,
So you all, thank you so much for joining us. Mr. E is on vacation in the sun. Mr. E, you got the pool. I wish you would jump in it. Let us see you swim, but hey, that's asking a little bit too much. Oh, there's the pool. That is beautiful. Have you been in it yet?
Not yet. I'm gonna make it my business to go into the pool today. I'm gonna jump in the pool today. I'm gonna go. I got my swim trunks on. I got my gear on, and I'm ready to go.
Where's the family? Everybody, all y'all need to get in that pool, get some pictures on social media, and let us see you enjoying yourselves.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in it out because I got to cool off because I've been in the sun, so I got to cool my arms off and legs off. So and what better time to jump into the pool?
All right. Well, it sounds wonderful. We're going to come back on Friday, allegedly. Look, I said allegedly. Hopefully, we'll be here on Friday, or Mr. E will be here with a word. We're going to figure it out on Fun Friday. In the meantime, you all can make sure you like, share, and comment on our feed and platforms. Tell them about voter registration and how we need to stick together. Go out there. If your candidate, whoever it is, make sure you're registered. Make sure you go out there and vote, and make sure you keep our country in mind, the things that we need for ourselves, our families, our community, and make the right decision.
That's right.
It is important. It is important that we stay whole. Mr. E, I think about my children. I think about my grandson, and I'm saying I really want them to be in a place where we live in a country that is, full of hope, change, opportunity. I don't want that to change. I don't want to live in a world of chaos. I can't imagine my grandson living in a world of chaos when I'm not here anymore. And, I just want us to really keep that in mind. It's about our future. It's about our children's future, our children's children's future. And, this is not a game. And we want the best for our families.
Yes, you're right, Ms. Hinton. We want to make sure that our young educators, our young men, our young women has the very best at hand. The price that we had to pay, the thing that our forefathers had to go through in order for us to be able to pull the level. If I'm not mistaken, that the first woman didn't have an opportunity to vote till the 1960s.
It was, oh my goodness, Black woman.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
first.
women in general, it took a while. They
That's
didn't
right.
have the privilege.
That's right. They didn't have the privilege to go and vote till the 1960s, and since then, we need to make it our business to get down to the polls. Just for the struggle, for the opportunity that we had to endure. They had to endure as men and women, had to endure for us to, and not to go down and clear
Yes.
the level. We should feel some kind of way by not looking at the ballots. We should feel some kind of way to allow all of our credentials to go to the left instead of staying on course, because now we got this opportunity right now to make history, to put what we need to be in our president, to calm some of this wall down, to change, make our money look great, to change some that the things that need to be changed by making America balanced, because right now American is not balanced. It's not balanced. It's a dog eat dog fight. We got so much violence on every hand, from the White House to the courthouse, from the courthouse to the jailhouse, from the jailhouse to your house and my house. We got so much violence going on in and around our city. We got guns on every corner. We got bullying's on every hand.
Yes, absolutely. So we really, really need to take serious where we are in this country and where we have come from. Like you said, at one time a woman couldn't even vote. At one time she wasn't in the workforce like she is. One time she had to, go along with the program. She didn't have a lot of rights. African American, same for African American people. I mean, look at where we have come from. Look
That's
where
right.
God has brought us from. And so, we don't want to take all this for granted. We don't want to sit back and, just say, well, we got it made now. No, it's time to continue the fight, because we're not just fighting for ourselves, we're fighting for our future.
That's right.
For our children and for our children's children. So we encourage the vote. We're going to continue on FYI to encourage the vote and voter registration as well. Look, don't forget to follow us on social media, y'all. Don't forget, when we're on all social media platforms, make sure you go to our YouTube at Cristo Records One, Cristo Records One. Also, FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton on YouTube. We're on Twitter, LinkedIn. We're on Instagram. We're on all those platforms, all the FYI on Facebook. Just wherever you see us, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, don't forget Yolanda, the Lady Hinton's music, Make It All Right, the newest project, wherever music is sold. Visit our sponsors at Bulvic Academy, Bulvic Academy. You'll see information about the anti-bullying initiative, books. Bullying is right underneath your nose. The Diary of a Former Bully. The game Bulvic, Bulvic, which is for your Google, Android, and for your iPhone and iPad at apple.com. I've created these things for you all, your children, for your schools. And we got a curriculum that's coming real soon, also from Bulvic Academy. Also, visit beardgods.com, another sponsor, BeardGodz. The owner is Mr. Chris Hinton. Go up there. He has a lot of fabulous things for you all to stay groomed, and also education about hair and what makes it grow, what makes it, last and look its best. He has all that information as well. So, Mr. E, you're going to tell us how to be a special guest, intern, or sponsor with FY Radio Show.
If you'd like to be a special guest, intern, sponsor with the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, or like to be in our audience, all you got to do is send us your email. And when you send us your email, we'll email you back so that we can let you know what day and what time that we need you to be in our audience. And not only that, if you see that something that we need to do on FYI to bring more attention to our listeners, our public, to the community, drop a little line in there. For more information about how you can get on and get all the information FYI to be a sponsor, special guest, or an intern, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861. Again, that telephone number is 757-714-7861. Or you can inbox us at Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton's Facebook page, or FYI Facebook page, or you can email us. That's right. You can email us at FYI Radio Show live@gmail.com. Again, that's FYI Radio Show live@gmail.com, or call us 757-714-7861.
All right, Mr. E, enjoy your vacation. We'll be back here on Fun Friday. I think Mr. E may be going fishing. I'm not quite sure.
That's
but,
right.
We will see you all. Be blessed. Have a wonderful day. If you're in Hampton Roads, enjoy this beautiful weather.
Miss Hinton, I start to take my shirt off right now
and jump in the pool.
Jump in the pool.
Where's your life jacket?
I don't wear one.
Can you swim?
I can swim.
All right. Look, love to the family. Be blessed. Talk to you soon.
All right. 2 up, 2 down, VA, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful hump day. We got out of here. Bye now.